Welcome back to the garden. It's been almost 2 weeks since I shot an update video. I'm starting over here at the purple bell pepper plant on this side of the fence. You can see I've got 1, 2, 3 peppers on it. They get bigger the further down you go on the plant. Hopefully I can harvest the one on the bottom this week. Over here at the big Bertha bell pepper plant, I've got all kinds of green peppers all over it. Nothing big enough to pick yet. Well, this one, if I need a green pepper, this one here in the back is about ready. But this plant's doing a lot better than I thought, making a lot more than I thought. Oh, here's some more over here on the other side up against the fence. There's 4 right there. This Fresno pepper plant is doing really good. This Fresno pepper here in the back that's red is ready to pick. These 2 at the bottom I could pick as well if I wanted to. And the giant Marconi is doing pretty good. I've got 3, 4 peppers on it. The one furthest down is starting to turn red. So I should be able to harvest something off of that soon. One of the bonus tomato plants is doing really well. This stem is really thick. It's growing straight up. It's growing through the fence. It's filled this wide hoop that I put around it. I'm having trouble getting the whole thing in frame. It's so big. And there's some little green tomatoes on it. So I'm kind of hopeful that I can harvest something off of this. And over here where I put the Cajun bell pepper seeds just to see what would happen, and it just took a while for them to come up. You can see the plant here in the center has got the tallest. So I'm thinking I might run out today and get a hoop and paint it and put it around there and see what happens. I've transplanted some of the other plants in the garden. If I get something, great, and if I don't, it's not a big loss, but I'm a little bit optimistic. I mean, this plant looks good, but I will say this, I still can't figure out what has been chewing up these leaves. I put down the last of my insecticide soap last night, so when I run out to get a hoop, I might run out and get that as well. But the plants seem to be doing really well. It's been really hot lately, and we got a lot of rain at the end of the week this week, so that's really helped. The little peppers on the high hot pepper plant are turning purple, so hopefully they'll be red soon. There's a few that are still green. They're turning, but I'm hoping to harvest something off of this really soon. Over here, where I'm growing high hot pepper plants from old peppers from last season, it's doing really well. I pulled some of those out and transplanted them in different parts of the garden. But this one right here is doing really well. This other one in the back, it's kind of a combination of 2 plants. I don't know if they're going to fight each other for space or what will happen, but it'll be an interesting experiment. I'm hoping to see something before the end of the season. Something I didn't expect to see is this jalapeno. It's red. There's a green streak on it, but you can see here's a normal colored one next to it. Both of these are ready to pick. They're the right size, but this jalapeno has turned red, so that's kind of interesting. On the other side of the fence, I've got 2 peppers on this purple bell pepper plant. The one at the top is smaller and green. You can see there's a purple streak on one side, so it's starting to turn colors. The one at the bottom is purple. It's small. I might just go ahead and pick it small, because if I leave it on there too long, it might rot. And over here, the cowhorn peppers are all turning red. Well, there's a few green ones in there, but I'm going to be harvesting some of these today. And there's a bee. As I pan left from the giant jalapeno plant, you can see the grape tomato plant back here that is so heavy it's just leaning over, is making a lot of tomatoes. Finally, they've turned red, so I'm going to be harvesting a bunch of these today. And over in the corner by the grape tomato plant, here's one of the Cajun bell pepper plants that I transplanted over here. And right over there is one of the Thai hot pepper plants that I transplanted. Over here, the purple bell pepper plant in this corner that is just really tall. It's got flowers. Isn't making any. Oh no, there's some small peppers right there. So maybe I'll get something else off of that. Here's some more Thai hot peppers by the bonus tomatoes. That I've got some little green tomatoes on there. There's another Cajun bell. Actually, there's 3 of them right there. And this little guy here, only got a couple little tomatoes on him, but we'll see what happens. Over in with the red and yellow onions, these tomato plants are just going nuts. A lot of green tomatoes on them. But they don't get as much sunlight over here as some of the other plants. The sweet banana peppers, or mild banana peppers, are just doing exceptional this year. I've never had such good results with them ever. And over here, you can see a couple of the cubanelles are starting to turn colors. And this grape tomato plant has some tomatoes that are turning red. Further back here with the green bean vine in here, you can see there's a few that are red enough to be picked. And lots more on the way. The orange bell pepper plant has 2 green peppers on it. It hasn't turned colors yet, but I have harvested a yellow bell pepper in the back. So here you can see the yellow bell pepper plant. It's got a green pepper on it that's starting to turn yellow. And moving past this bonus tomato plant, over here is the red bell pepper plant. It's got a really big pepper on it that has turned mostly yellow. So I'm a little bit optimistic. I thought about just picking it early, that way nothing eats it. You can see up top here, it's a couple small buds, so it's going to make some more peppers, hopefully. And over here, in the corner, I had something eat a few of my tomatoes, but I've got a couple here that are turning red. They're not ready to be picked yet, but I think they're high enough up that whatever critter was eating at them won't be able to get to them. But I've put down some stuff to repel the critters. Just with all the rain, that tends to rinse it away. A lot more tomatoes on the way. I mean, they're all over here. Growing through the lattice in 2 places. And if I push the hoop over some, you can see the lunchbox red pepper plant has got some that are ready for picking. They're small, but they've turned red. Just got to get in there to get to them. This cubanelle is 3 different colors right now. It's a really good size. I thought about just picking it now. It'll be more mild than sweet, just because it's so low to the ground, and I really don't want something to eat it before I can. But I might leave it on here for a few more days and just see what happens. There's some buds here at the top, so maybe we'll get something else off of it before the end of the year. And finally, something I've been waiting for a long time. Wasn't sure if it was going to happen. But I've got a few of these Lemon Boy tomatoes that have finally turned yellow. They're down here at the bottom where it's all crowded in. So I'm going to harvest some of these today. Waited a long time for this, and I really wasn't sure if they were going to finally turn colors, but they're yellow, they're ready. So there's the garden update for Saturday, August 3rd, 2024. I'll be back with another update in probably about a week or so. Thanks for watching.